Get on the mark.
What mark?
There, right there.
Oh, is that a Band-Aid?
It doesn't matter, just get on the Band-Aid. Crouch a little.
I am crouching.
Oh, that's more of a squat than
Too
a crouch.
tall.
Does that work?
Fine. What's up? I'm Marshall. I run the equipment center.
And I'm Phil.
Hi, I'm Sherry.
If you're watching this, it means you got the filmmaking spirit. Congratulations. The next great cinematic masterpiece might just be inside your head. All you need to bring it to life is a camera. But hold your horses, Hitchcock. I'm in charge of this equipment center, so nobody so much as looks at a camera until I sign off. You won't let my 2-year-old nephew Jackery snot all over your brand new Ferrari?
No way, dude.
Ugh, gross.
So, before you go putting your grubby little hands on any of this very expensive gear, I need to know you know what you're doing.
Okay, but don't stress. Anything you don't already know, you're about to learn. This 6-part series is going to prep you for any project you've got cooking.
We're gonna teach you how to use the equipment and how to get the most out of it.
And there's a whole lot more than just cameras.
There'll be a test, so pay attention. No pass, no glass. But don't worry, we'll dumb it down so even you 101 babies can understand it.
Everyone has to start somewhere.
First lesson is safety.
And we're not talking about your safety. This is equipment safety.
I'm pretty sure we care about their safety too.
Fine, but if you value your kneecaps, listen up. Any of you crack a lens, I swear on Scorsese's stolen Oscar, I will Goodwill hunt you down.
He is due, man. He is due.
A lot of equipment safety basics are obvious, like never lift the camera by the lens. But keeping your gear safe out in the real world can be more difficult than you might think. Always be aware of your surroundings. And protect the camera at all costs.
At all costs.
Never eat around the equipment. You can't imagine the harm a single crumb can do.
And don't ever let the camera get wet. Even a drop of water can cause serious damage. So if you're caught without a camera cover, improvise. Any sort of plastic covering will work in a pinch.
Even after you've packed everything up all safe and sound, your job's not done. Whenever you're in transit, there are 3 rules to follow. They're real simple. Number 1, don't leave the camera in your car. Number 2, don't leave the camera in your car.
Number 3, always take care of yourself. Get plenty of rest, stay hydrated, and never skip lunch.
And when you stop by your favorite diner for a burger and some French fries, don't leave the camera in your car!
Finally, equipment safety is a round-the-clock task.
Do regular maintenance to reduce wear and tear, and clean your lenses after every use.
And for the love of God, don't use your shirt. Find a chamois or use a wipe. Capiche? Remember, a little foresight is worth all the hindsight in the world, plus my foot up your ass if you break any of my gear. I mean it. Join us next time when we'll be talking about film sets. The film set, one of the most daunting places for a novice like you. Tons of people, burning daylight, spending good money every minute just to make your dream a reality. Step a single toe out of line, and your beautiful movie winds up looking like a low-budget lawyer ad. If you don't want to be stuck making low-budget lawyer ads for the rest of your career, you gotta know how a film set operates.
We're gonna explain who's who and what they do. What's a best boy, and what does it mean to go 10-1?
We're also gonna go over basic set etiquette and best practices. Follow these tips and you'll be singing like Spielberg in no time.
Singing like Spielberg?
Yeah, I thought a little alliteration might punch up the line, so.
Why not shooting like Spielberg?
He has a heart for
You know
musicals.
what? Don't ad-lib. We don't have time to reshoot.
Yeah, but
So who's on set? You got the director, the person in charge.
there might be a writer there too, especially if you're doing TV. You've got a first assistant director, or first AD, who sets the schedule and keeps things moving. If the shoot is running behind or runs into trouble, the first AD does what it takes to keep the ball rolling.
The person in charge of the cameras is the director of photography, also known as the DP, also called the cinematographer.
The head of lighting is called the gaffer, and the second in command under the gaffer is called the best boy.
Then there's the sound department. They'll be the quiet ones.
There's costumes, stunts,
Transpo, locations.
and don't forget hair and makeup. Never skimp on hair and makeup.
Shooting a film takes a while, so there will usually be food of some kind called craft services, or crafty.
You should always know where the medic is. All professional crews have one. And if there are any animals in your scene, you'll have an animal wrangler.
And if you need anything, no matter how small, ask a production assistant, or PA.
There are so many talented people on a set, but we've only got so much time, and you never want to hold things up.
Most important thing is that you know your place and stay out of the shot.
Being on set means learning the language. For example, 10-1 means you have to use the restroom. Number 1 versus 10-2, which is, you know.
For practice, we're going to play a game called Set Lingo or Non Sequitur. I'll start. Hot brick. Set lingo or non sequitur. Set lingo. A hot brick is a fully charged walkie-talkie.
Martini shot. Set lingo or non sequitur? Lingo means that it's the last shot of the day.
My turn. Soup ladle. Non sequitur. There's no such thing as a soup ladle. But what about a dead cat? It's set lingo. That's what you call the cover over a boom mic. Finally, remember to always be polite and professional, but also have fun.
Not too much fun.
And speaking of fun, tune in next time for a lesson on visual storytelling.
What makes a movie? The script? The acting? No, it's the camera. You know what they call The Godfather if you take away the cameras?
A play.
A book.
Mario Puzo's novel actually isn't half bad.
Go to a library. A movie is a series of shots pieced together. And when you're calling the shots, don't just plop down the camera and yell action. Do your homework. Think about what it is you want to say with each shot. I'll be damned if I let you waste our expensive gear on some derivative schlock.
That's why today's topic is visual storytelling. It's a wide net that includes lights, sets, props, the mise-en-scène in general.
And that's not even including sound, which is just as creative and vital to any movie.
But as always, we're short on time. For now, we're just talking about camera setups.
We'll cover sound in a later episode.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe.
This is a close-up. We can see who it is and that she's not too happy, but we don't know why.
An ECU, or extreme close-up, can highlight something specific. Looks like she might be nervous.
Let's check out a wider shot. Harder to tell what's on her mind, but now we get the lay of the land. She's looking around. She could be waiting for someone.
Notice how every setup tells a different part of the story.
But what if we went even wider? How about a crane shot?
Does it look like we have a crane? No, so don't ask. Seriously, I've asked. Let's talk angles. Low angles make characters look big in frame. Try using a shot like this when you want to say your character is in control.
Anytime you want to show a power imbalance, camera angles are your friend. Whoever has the high ground tends to be the one in charge. It's just a law, like gravity. Whoa, bet that would be a nice crane.
And showing two characters on the same level is like saying they're equal.
What about shots with movement? When a character is on the go, you usually want to follow the action. This is called a tracking shot.
Pro tip, you don't need fancy equipment to get these shots. Lots of everyday objects work in a pinch, like a skateboard or a wheelchair.
There's so much more to cover, but we're running out of time and budget.
The best way to learn is to get out in the field and practice. Or, I don't know, watch a movie. There's as many shots as there are wannabe filmmakers. You can do a Dutch angle, a single.
A swingle?
Wait, what's a swingle?
This is a swingle.
There's the high and wide. Bird's eye.
French overs.
Oh, I love French overs.
And of course, my favorite, the Hitchcock.
Film is a language, and there's a million ways to tell your story.
But what's the right choice for your project?
You probably think you know. You're probably wrong. All right, that's it for today. See you next time, kids. Stay in school or whatever.
All right.
Actors, unless you're making nature documentaries, you're gonna have to work with them sooner or later. And when you do, your job as a filmmaker is gonna be directing their performance.
Well, speaking as a thespian, actors understand character better than almost anyone. We have great ideas. Learn to work with your actors, and they'll be some of the best creative partners around.
Except for floppy-haired douchebags who drop out of your film just because they booked a 20-second commercial spot for a regional grocery store.
Okay, to be fair, that was a great opportunity for Calvin.
Okay. Working with actors takes thought and openness. But with good planning and communication, together you might just make something great.
Every actor is different. Some want a lot of feedback, but some will get in their own head the more you say. Spend some quality time with your actors before a shoot to iron out any wrinkles. Get to know their methods. Learn what they like.
Include them in the creative process. It'll bring you closer together and help you be a better partner.
Know how your actors like to get into character. Sometimes looking the part can go a long way. And don't underestimate the importance of rehearsals. Before the cameras are rolling and the pressure is on, take the time to make sure that there are no questions about the script.
The blocking.
Or their motivation. As a filmmaker, and maybe even the screenwriter, you spend countless hours thinking about this character and where their head is at. So be a good leader and communicate. If they have a different interpretation, explain why they're wrong.
Or better yet, take the time to explore their ideas. Finally, what's the best way to give notes to an actor?
Should you be vague and deferential?
Should you be direct and firm?
Or should you be positive and constructive? Try them at home and see what works best for you.
Join us next time. We'll be talking about editing. Listen up, nerds. I've seen too many amateurs go through the trouble of writing and directing their passion projects, and then they go, okay, done with that. You're not done with squat. You don't have a movie till you gone through editorial.
That's why this week we'll be talking about editing, the process of gathering all of the shots that you got on set, all of the different takes of all the lines of dialogue, and choosing the right ones and juxtaposing them to make a complete whole.
So let's start with the basics. When two characters are talking, you'll sometimes see a cutting pattern called shot reverse shot, like so. Sometimes you want to be on a character's face when they're the one talking, but it's not a rule.
Often, it's more interesting to see the person listening and reacting. Mix it up. Have fun with it.
But keep an eye out for continuity. If a character is doing something in one shot, make sure they're doing it in any shot you move to.
Continuity errors are the result of sloppy work on set.
Well, everyone makes mistakes, but pay attention on the day or pay for it in editorial.
You were warned.
Let's talk transitions. In a match cut, you match the action in one cut with action in another.
If you want to be extra clever, you can use a match cut to say something. Foreshadow something bad. Imply what's going to happen next. Insert some dramatic irony. It's a stylish way to bridge the gap between cuts.
You can also end a scene with a hard cut, fade out, dissolve.
Star wipe.
No star wipes.
Motherfucker! Use juxtaposition to imply your character's thoughts and emotions.
What's he thinking? He's happy. Now he looks mad. Oh no.
What? Seems fine to me. This is called the Kuleshov effect. Use it in your movie to take it to the next level.
Before we go, we have someone here to talk to you about montages. I guess acting in some short videos and helping with the photo shoot makes you a filmmaking expert somehow. Please welcome Kim Wexler.
Now. Nice intro. Hi.
Hi, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you both for having me.
And we have cue cards over there if you want them.
Oh, no, I'm good. I brought my own. Let's go. Let's talk montage.
She's great.
A montage is when you string a bunch of very short scenes together for an artistic purpose. You could show time passing, chart a development in a relationship, or you could use a montage to juxtapose two different experiences. As long as it serves a purpose, a good montage is an asset to any film.
What she said. All right, you're 1 week closer to the good stuff. Can you feel the excitement? Tune in next time for our lesson on movie magic.
I love your professional pantsuit.
Thank you.
Here we are, finish line. So close you can taste the celluloid. But not so quick, Kid Kubrick. There's one more lesson left.
Now today, we're talking about movie magic. Anytime that you see something on screen and go, wait, that can't be real, can it? Well, there's a surprising and creative answer.
Movie magic isn't an actual industry term. It refers to the many tools in a filmmaker's toolbox, from trick shots to special effects that help make the impossible possible and shootable.
Well, let's get started. A lot of tricks you see in movies are basically magic tricks. Poof, teleportation. Use a locked off shot where the camera doesn't move, change your actor's position, then resume filming.
Need to film a scene where your character is in a dangerous situation? Keep the thrills on screen, not on set. By using clever camera angles, our character only seems like he's up on a roof.
Get a professional stunt double for any action scenes. Someone who looks like your actor, but is trained to do all the cool stuff.
How do you replace your actor with a stunt double? Try a Texas switch. Stage the action in the scene so the actor's hidden for a moment, and that's when you make your move. Actor. Stunt double. And nobody's the wiser.
Never underestimate the importance of good special effects makeup. Remember, practice makes perfect. And if you're using adhesives, make sure you have the right remover.
Another bit of movie magic? Sound effects and Foley. In film, a lot of sounds are added later. We can record better footsteps, enhance the sound of someone falling, and create bone-chilling monster sounds. We can even make an on-screen kiss sound as romantic as it looks.
And never forget about the transformative power of green screen.
All right, that's it. We're done. Come see me at the equipment center for your written test. If you manage to pass, you can have whatever equipment your little heart desires, within reason. HDs for juniors and above.
Thanks for watching.
And we hope you learned something new.
Well, 6 episodes. Wow, feels like it's been 7 years. But you know what? I wouldn't change a second of it. Thanks to you guys for coming on this journey with us. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Marshall, that is so sweet.
I love you, buddy.
What? I was practicing my acceptance speech.
Oh, God.
Honey, camera.
I mean, should we split this into 2 seasons, or
The red light's still on.
maybe... What about a spin-off?
This has been a Tiny Terrier Bored by the Video Making Process 2024.